quick Guthrie Trapp lesson today, and in this one he's demonstrating just a basic G major pentatonic run. And it's really cool because what he does on the way back, he puts in some bends and gives it a little bit of a country feel. I'm going to put a link to Guthrie's channel in the description below, so I encourage you to go and subscribe and check out all his videos. It's absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to play it through and then we'll break it down. I've got the tabs as well.
Then G, up to G, same thing.
Alright, really sweet. So the lick. So we're starting off, so he's talking about it's just three, he's repeating the same thing 3 times. So we're starting off on G. So that's our G root. So that's the first part, so we're going to go G with our first finger. And then we're going to slide 5 to 7. So that's the major third. Then we're going to go 5th fret of the A. 7th fret of the A. And then back to that root. So there's G, there's G. Sorry, there's G, there's G. And then we do the same thing again, but we start on that G again. So we play it G to G again. So we play the G there on the 5th fret of the D. And then we slide 7 to 9 on the D. That's taking us into the major third again. So it's the same notes in the same order. Then 7, 9 on the G. And now we've got the root on the 8th fret of the B string, so we have to just slightly change it with our fingers. And then we start again, we've got 8, 10 to 12, so there's the major third of the 12th fret of the B, root, so it's always, whenever you've got a root, 1, 2nd, 3rd. Then 10, 12, high E, and then we're going to slide into the 15th fret, back up to the octave. There's our G note. We started on this G, finished on the octave right up here. So the whole thing slowly. Let's watch it one more time.
Then G, up to G, same thing.
So coming back up, he puts in these cool bends. So coming back up, we're going to go 12, 10 on the high E. Then when we go over to the B string, we're going to pre-bend, come back down, then we're going to play that root with our first finger. So you can go a half step bend, or you can do a whole step bend. So you can have major third for a whole step, or half step would be the minor third. So you can do either or. And then we repeat. So now we're going to go 9, 7 with our ring finger, the same notes we slid up with before. So that's 9, 7. And then we're going to come over to the D string. I'm going to pre-bend now, 8th fret, back down to the 7th, and play that root again with our first finger. So we're doing the same interval bend on each string and resolving to the root. So then we go 7, 5 on the A. Do the same thing again. We're going to bend down the 5th fret and release. So we'll bend into the 6, release back to the 5, and resolve to that root. And then I'm just sliding in back into that 3rd. And then you can grab the root on the 5th fret of the D string just to resolve it. So we'll do that really slow. last time. And this is something when I'm teaching my students and we're going through major scale study, I always teach people the major scale and we start on the key of G. Reason being is the key of G, position 1, I teach the 5 positions. The position 1, it starts here on the 3rd fret. So you start box 1 right at the beginning of the guitar on the G, and it's the 1st dot as well, so it's easy for the learner to get into this stuff. Starting on pattern 1 on the 1st dot makes it a lot easier than, say for example, if you learn the major scale in the key of C, you'll start on the same note on the G for closed positions, but it will be pattern 4, which can be a bit confusing. And to begin with, I only teach it in closed positions. That way, when we move around the circle and play it in all 12 keys, all the patterns are the same, and we can just add in the open positions later. So the major pentatonic, I teach as well when we're working on these positions of the major scale. I teach the major pentatonic run, takes you through these positions and it's like a position shifter. And when we're learning the 5 boxes of the major scale, we do pattern 1 off the G, pattern 2 off the A, pattern 3 off the B, then pattern 4 we go to the D, so we don't do a pattern off the C, and then we do pattern 5 off the E. So our major scale positions in the key of G start on G, then A, B, D and E. This is also your major pentatonic. G, A, B, D, E. So it's nice and easy when you learn the major scale. You could just you're learning the major pentatonic boxes as well, or vice versa. You learn the major pentatonic first of them 5 roots, and you're basically learning the framework for your major scale. So when we play, that's our major pentatonic. So playing that major pentatonic run, takes you right through your major scale position. So this is a great little exercise. If you're learning your major scale positions, start playing around with the major pentatonic going across the neck as well, and it'll help you link this stuff up. So I'll go through it really slowly. I just thought I'd show you this way that Guthrie does it, because he puts these cool little bends in and gives it a cool little bit of swagger like he does with everything. Alright, cheers for watching. If you've got any comments, leave them down below. I'll answer all the questions you've got. I'll answer them. If you want some Zoom lessons to get more into this kind of stuff, just hit me up. Cheers.